Claude Code just told you it's done. Analyzer clean, test pass. It sounds like a senior who checked. So you look. The formatter never ran. There is an analyzer warning in the file it just touched. And on the next line, it's about to hardcode your API key. It didn't lie. It just never ran the checks. It only said it would.
Last week, a passing test still lied to us, and we rewrote the rule until the test had to match the real feature. This week, that honest test can't be skipped. The agent runs it, or it doesn't get to say done. That's one of the 5 hooks. Each one kills a failure you've actually hit, not the full tour every other video gives you. The 5 I'd wire into a production Flutter repo, and nothing else. One concept, then the 5. A hook is a shell command Claude Code runs at a fixed point in its lifecycle. Git hook for the agent. You write them in settings.json and each has 3 parts. The event is the trigger, the matcher is the filter, the command is what runs. The part most tutorials scheme is the exit code. Exit 0, Claude moves on. Exit 2, the hook says no and hands back the reason. A CLAUDE.md is always loaded, and the model can ignore it. A skill is on demand. A hook runs no matter what. CLAUDE.md asks nicely. A hook doesn't ask. You don't fix a probabilistic agent with a better prompt. You fix it with guarantees. 5 of them. Hook 1. The tax you pay all day. Every time the agent edits a file, you run Dart format. Then Flutter analyze. Then catch the warnings it ignored. PreToolUse hook on write and edit. After any edit, it formats the file and runs analyze. If analyze flags an error or a warning, it exits too and the message goes straight back to Claude. I ask it to add an import nothing uses. The hook flags it and won't let Claude move on. One word, revert, and it's gone. It can't tell me the file's clean when it isn't. That one saves minute. The next saves you from a bug you can't see. Hook 2, the one I'd never work without. This repo uses JSON serializable. Edit a JSON serializable model and the generated .g.dart is stale until someone runs build runner. The agent never remembers. So, a PreToolUse hook that fires only when the edited file declares a part.g.dart and runs build runner. Live, I ask Claude to add a gust field to the wind model. It edits the file, the hook catches it, runs build runner for me, and weather model.g.dart regenerates with gusts wired into the from JSON and the to JSON. I never typed a comment. No stale codegen. No why won't it compile 10 minutes later. Codegen stays honest, but the agent still wants to call it done before it is. Hook 3. When Claude decides it's finished, it tries to stop. A stop hook runs first. Mine runs Flutter test. If anything's red, it exits too, blocks the stop, and feeds the failing test back. Claude doesn't get to say done over a red suite. Live. A test is failing. Claude wraps up and tries to end the tear. The hook runs the suite, catches the red, pushes it back. Claude can't stop, fixes the test, tries again. Green, and now it can finish. The detail every tutorial gets wrong. Without a guard, this loops forever, and stop hook triggering itself. The fix is the stop hook active flag in the hook's input. Already running because of a stop, don't block again. That's a loop you can trust. 2 hooks left, and a verdict the other videos won't give you. Hook 4, small but I keep it. Every new session the agent starts blind. What was I working on? A session start hook runs git status and the last 10 commits and drop them into the session. So, Claude opens knowing the branch, the stage changes, what shipped yesterday. 5 lines. It saves the first 3 messages of every session. Which brings me to the 5th. This is where I split from every other video on this. Every one of these videos ends on the same hook. One that auto-approves every action the agent takes. I wouldn't put that in a repo I care about. You don't hand a probabilistic system a blanket yes. The fifth hook I run does the same opposite. It's a PreToolUse hook. It blocks before anything happens. This repo reads the API key through a string.from environment, passed in by Dart define, never a literal in source. The guard scans each edit before it lands, and if the agent tries to hardcode that key or print it to a log, it exits too and blocks the write. The legit from environment line passes untouched. The project already handles secret correctly. The hook just stops the agent from regressing it. A good fifth hook subtracts risk. It doesn't hand over the keys.
One honest limit because no hype. A hook guarantees a check runs. It does not guarantee the check is any good. Teen test suite, the stop gate just protects teen tests. Lose analyzer options, the agent self-protects a low bar. Hooks enforce what you encode. They don't write the standard for you. That's still your job.
Step back. Without this, you supervise every step because you can trust what the agent reports. With 5 hooks, you are not supervising. The format runs. The codegen regenerates. The tests gate the finish. The secret stays out of source. You stopped trusting what it says and started trusting what it does. And the build runner hook has the most underneath it. Next episode, I take it apart. Flutter codegen, the generator, and the agent loop around it. If you are running Claude Code on Flutter, tell me which one you'd write first and which you think is overkill. Subscribe. The codegen deep dive lands next week.